that we can say if it didn't exist, would not have happened. That needs to be changed. That needs to change.
We'll come back to the Lieutenant Governor in a second. Are there a couple of accomplishments quickly that you want to
highlight? Yes, I was told that I need to
15 seconds.
Take away my activism and elected, choose between activism and elected officials. I decided to embrace both. 2 years ago, I was listed as the most productive council member after the Speaker and the 51-member body. I chose bills that were difficult to pass, whether it was dealing with the abuses of stop, question, and frisk, whether it was making sure that victims of domestic violence are covered under the human rights law. I made sure that we can have safer policing, safer streets and better policing at the same time. We have a real policy-driven, funded way of dealing with gun violence, so that in New York City, gun violence has gone down, where it's increased in the rest of the state.
Let me ask you this. The Lieutenant Governor mentioned in her opening that one of the key roles of the Lieutenant Governor is to be ready to step in and become governor if the need arises, and we've seen that in the not too distant past. Is that something you're ready to do? And as part of that, you've multiple times your name was sort of floated or talked about as a possible gubernatorial candidate, and you repeatedly said, you know, that was sort of flattering for a city council member to be talked about that way. Doesn't that indicate that you don't feel like you would be ready to step into that role?
No, it meant that I'm proud that the work that I've done as a councilman in Brooklyn was outsized for someone to believe that I'm now ready to run for governor. I am definitely 100% prepared to jump in the role if that role occurs. But I want to make it clear that I didn't get elected to get reelected, and I didn't get elected to get another job. I got elected to do the job for the people I'm representing. My hope is someday that does get me reelected. My hope has always been that that may get me somewhere else. But that problem I have with establishment Democrats is they've made their decisions based on what happens next. I'm going to
go back to the Lieutenant Governor. Do you want to respond to this idea that it was more the activists pushing the establishment Democrats to get to the $15 minimum wage? And do you want to also talk a little bit about your preparation to become governor if the need arises?
We got the job done. People talked about increasing minimum wage for years. And yes, activism, putting a spotlight are important parts of it. But you also have to know how to work the legislative process, how to get buy-in from the Republican Senate, which is no easy task. People say, oh, yeah, of course you want it to happen, it'll just happen. There's a whole process you have to go through when you have a deeper knowledge of government, and I've served at every level of government, whether it's a council member myself, county official, a member of Congress, and now as Lieutenant Governor. So I think that it kind of sells short what is actually involved in getting something as significant as an increase in the minimum wage or paid family leave or college tuition affordability program. So there's a lot more than just being out there, which is an important part of the process. I've been out there on the front lines of activism my entire life since college days, fighting for justice. And I don't want to put down what the role that you can play, but also there's more than involved in that as well.
And are you prepared to be governor if the need arises